Welcome to Eilean Donan Castle, one of Scotland's most iconic and photographed castles. Eilean Donan was originally built in the 13th century as a defensive stronghold against Viking invasions. Over the centuries, it was destroyed and rebuilt several times, most notably in the early 20th century, restoring it to its former glory. This bridge connects the castle to the mainland and offers one of the most picturesque views of Eilean Donan. Historically, this bridge replaced earlier wooden structures and has allowed visitors to safely approach the castle. The name Eilean Donan means Island of Donan, named after Saint Donan, a Celtic saint who lived around the 6th century. This small island sits where three great sea lochs meet, Loch Duish, Loch Long, and Loch Alsh, making it a perfect defensive location. The castle you see today looks peaceful, but its history is full of wars, clan rivalries, destruction, and rebirth. Around the year 1220, Alexander II of Scotland ordered the construction of a fortification, here to defend against Viking raids that still threatened the west coast. Later, the castle became the stronghold of the powerful Clan Mackenzie and their allies, Clan MacRae. For hundreds of years, it guarded the waterways and served as a symbol of power and protection. The Laird's family lived in the upper chambers, and a large hall was used for feasts, music, and important meetings. As I walk over the pebbles outside the castle, I feel as if I've stepped back into the 13th century. Surrounded by the echoes of those who once lived here. This was not just a fortress. It was home to the Mackenzies and their loyal followers, the MacRaes, who served as hereditary constables, the defenders of the castle. As you can see on the wall above the door, there's a Gaelic inscription that reads, Chofad sub pios magrath stig chabhi frizialak moy. It means, so long as there is a MacRae within, there will never be a Fraser without. This is a traditional Gaelic saying that symbolizes the loyalty and strong alliance between the MacRae and Fraser clans. The date 1928 marks the near completion of the castle's 20-year reconstruction. Eilean Donan's history, however, is far from peaceful. The Mackenzies were often at war, sometimes with neighboring clans, and sometimes involved in national struggles. From this side of the castle, looking over the calm loch and surrounding hills, it's easy to imagine how people once lived here. Down these very steps, soldiers would have marched to defend the island, watching for approaching ships and enemies. In the 14th and 15th centuries, the castle was attacked several times during clan feuds. It withstood many sieges because of its strong defensive position surrounded by water. The McRaes earned a reputation as fearless warriors. They were sometimes called the Wild McRaes of Kintail. As we circle around the castle walls, we come to one of the most dramatic events in its history, the castle's destruction in 1719. During this time, Scotland was divided between supporters of the Jacobite cause, those loyal to the exiled King James, and supporters of the British government. The Mackenzies supported the Jacobites and allowed Spanish troops to use Eilean Donan Castle as their base. British government warships soon discovered this and attacked. In May 1719, 3 ships, HMS Worcester, Flamborough, and Enterprise, surrounded the castle. For 2 days, they bombarded Eilean Donan with cannon fire. The walls eventually crumbled, gunpowder stores exploded, and the castle was destroyed completely. The few soldiers and clan members inside were captured. Some were executed and others taken prisoner to London. After that day, Eilean Donan was left in ruins, a silent, broken shell for nearly 200 years. From this view behind the castle, you can imagine how it once looked after the explosion. Collapsed walls, overgrown with moss and grass, surrounded by water and wind. For 2 centuries, it remained deserted, visited only by travelers and locals who admired its romantic ruins. Then, in the early 1900s, a man named Lieutenant Colonel John McRae Gilstrap, a descendant of the original clan, bought the island and decided to rebuild the castle. From 1911 to 1932, using old plans, historical drawings, and pure dedication, he restored Eilean Donan stone by stone. Much of the rebuilding was done by hand, using local labor and traditional techniques. The bridge you walked over was also added at that time to connect the island to the mainland. After 20 years of hard work, the castle rose again, almost exactly as it stood in the 13th century. Now, as we approaching to the front of the castle, it stands as a proud reminder of Scotland's turbulent history and its enduring spirit. Over the years, Eilean Donan has appeared in many films such as Highlander and James Bond, the world is not enough, making it one of the most recognized castles in the world. Today, Eilean Donan is still owned by the McRae family and is open to visitors from all over the world. This castle has seen saints and soldiers, peace and war, ruin and rebirth. It reminds us that even after great destruction, beauty and strength can be rebuilt. The castle also serves as a memorial to the McRae soldiers who died in World War I. The guns are part of the Clan McRae World War I memorial, positioned on either side of the memorial. They are German 77mm field guns, meaning they were likely captured from the German army during World War I. As we take one last look at Eilean Donan Castle, surrounded by the shimmering waters of the loch and the rolling Highlands, it feels as if time itself has paused here. Every stone, every turret, every reflection in the water whispers stories of the clans, the battles, and the families who lived and fought here. Thistle is the Clan McRae Roll of Honor, a bronze plaque listing 468 members of the McRae clan who died in World War I. Each name represents a life, a story of courage, and a connection to this very place. During World War I, hundreds from the Clan McRae answered the call of duty. Many fought on the front lines in France and Flanders, and this memorial ensures their names and sacrifices will never be forgotten. Beneath the names, a quote from the poem In Flanders Fields by John McRae reads, "We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields." This poignant verse captures the essence of their lives and the profound loss felt by their community. As the sun sets over the Highlands and the ripples of the loch shimmer around Eilean Donan, it's hard not to feel the spirit of history that lives here. The echoes of the clans, the courage of the soldiers, and the timeless beauty of the landscape all come together in this one magical place. Walking through its ancient stones feels like stepping back in time, a journey through loyalty, love, and resilience that still touches every visitor today. Thank you so much for staying with me on this journey through Eilean Donan Castle. If you enjoyed exploring its story, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your knowledge or memories about this castle. Until next time, may the spirit of Scotland stay with you, wherever you are.